Mr. Bloom slaughtered innocent civilians right in front of Batman, and unfortunately there was nothing Batman could do about it at first, because if he wanted to save as many people as possible, he needed to stay under Bloom's radar until he could catch him by surprise. So Bloom was able to walk around the event, killing people left and right, while stating that he didn't understand what all the panic was about, because he was only there to celebrate everybody's hard work. Because thanks to them being the fertilizer of this great city, it allowed for creations like him to prosper and grow. However, moments later, before being able to harm another innocent, his psychotic little rant was put to a stop when Jerry Powers stood out from the crowd, demanding to know what he really wanted. But Bloom stressed that he didn't want anything from anybody, claiming he only wanted to encourage them to keep doing what they were already doing, before pulling some money out of his pocket, dangling it in Jerry's face, and insisting he contribute to the fundraiser. But because Jerry rejected his clearly mockful offering, he then asked that she give it to Batman, but unbeknownst to him though, Batman was right behind him and had found his window of opportunity, blasting him in the head with multiple batarangs before attempting to knock him to the ground by jumping on his back. But despite being caught off guard, Bloom was completely unfazed and extremely quick to counter the assault, smashing Batman into a nearby wall and then slamming him into the ground before using his fingers to restrain him from moving. So Jim tried answering back by ordering his suit to go after Bloom with voice commands, but before it even got close to succeeding, Bloom effortlessly used the fingers on his other hand to render the suit non-functional, before pulling off the bat symbol on its chest to jam it into Jim Gordon. Moments later though, Bloom's little stunt was cut short when Alfred's daughter Julia used the GCPD's bat ship, because the way the ship held the mech suit was with super strong magnets, and using those same magnets, she was able to absorb Bloom onto the surface of the ship thanks to his seeds being electromagnetic. However, when it was all said and done, this method only proved to be temporarily effective, because soon enough, using his ability to shift and grow his body, Bloom was able to escape confinement and evacuate the scene. A few days later, Jim got called into another meeting with Jerry, where she presented an entire army of Batman mech suits, including one that was multiple stories tall. The reason being that they had pinpointed Bloom's hideout and wanted to raid the location without taking any chances. But for some reason, Jim had a feeling that Bloom was setting up a trap and knew that they knew where he was hiding. So he convinced Jerry to give him one last shot to take him down alone, using a blocker that would disable his powers, and if he failed, she could fire him without retaliation. And it turns out that Jim hit the nail directly on the head, because when he eventually made his way onto the scene, Bloom was able to take full control of his mech suit and turn it against him. But sadly, that's where this issue comes to an end. But if you guys want to see what happens next, let me know in the comments down below.